Hey guys, so it's time here to compare the Apple iPhone 5s, which is the behind iPhone as well, but at the moment the latest one, and then we do have the Galaxy S5 that got unveiled yesterday. We're gonna compare them here a little bit, and I mean, you've probably already seen these boys. The Galaxy or the iPhone 5s here, very identical in design to the last generation, but with the Touch ID sensor here and a gold color variant here, and like a silver variant and a space gray variant instead of just white and black on as it was on the previous iPhone, the iPhone 5. It looks very cool there with the ring and the fingerprint sensor that they're calling the Touch ID sensor. And then we do have the brand new Galaxy S5 here with the dotted back. It little bit looks like a toy here on the front, but I haven't seen it in real life, so I don't really know. But it's going to be available around the April timeframe, it seems. It comes in a blue and goldish color and a white color actually, and it's waterproof and dust resistant, or they're calling it water resistant, up to 1 meter 30 minutes it seems. So let's compare these two devices. First, both have nano SIM, so same kind of SIM card there in terms of size. The iPhone is a little bit lighter, 112 grams versus 145 grams, and also the iPhone 5s here is thinner, 7.6 millimeters versus 8.1 millimeters. And then we do have the fingerprint sensor here, and the fingerprint sensor here, Touch ID. I'm not sure which one is the best, but the Apple's Touch ID sensor is working amazing, so hopefully the S5 also is pretty good. IP67 certification here, dust and water resistant that I've said on the S5. There's a big difference here in size. The iPhone is 4 inches versus the 5.1 inch Galaxy S5, a little bit bigger than the current Galaxy, with a 1080p display, Super AMOLED, versus this LED backlit IPS LCD display, 640 x 1136 resolution here on the 5s. Both have quality displays. You have normal Gorilla Glass here, it seems, versus Gorilla Glass 3 on the 5.1 inch Galaxy S5. I actually think that that doesn't really make a big difference, because the display is bigger, which means that it will be more sensitive, so it needs better like Gorilla Glass. If you go down here, you can see, of course, you have a micro SD card option here, up to 128 gigabyte SD card you can put into the S5, and you don't have anything of that on the 5s, but you do get 1632 and 64 gigabyte variants versus only 1632 gigabyte variant here on the S5, and you also get 1 gigabyte of extra RAM here on the S5. I don't really think that's gonna make a big difference. It's rare, I do see that. But if we move on, you can see we have some interesting things here in terms of speeds. 150 megabits per second download speed here, which is good quality. NFC and IR port are also here, so you'll be able to use it as a remote controller, just like with the S4, if I can recall. And if we move down here, we can see that we do get an 8 megapixel camera versus a 16 megapixel camera here on the S5. It's saying iPhone up here at the top. Yeah, but the S5 definitely has higher resolution. I mean, here it's at least stating it said something earlier that was different, but 5,000 times 3,000 pixels. I mean, it's a lot of pixels, 16 megapixels versus 8 megapixels. I mean, of course, you want to do a hands-on comparison on the camera there to see how it really is. Of course, they have different features and stuff. You do have, though, here, let's see here, you can also record video at 2K here on the S5 versus only 1080p on the iPhone. This is going to make a big difference, probably not. 1080p also recording at 60 frames per second on the S5. So that is some nice stuff. Only a 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera here on the 5s versus 2 megapixel here on the S5. So that's nice. Both, of course, will come with the latest version of their OS. And then we do have the chipset, Apple's own A7. And then we do have this new Snapdragon 801 on the S5, which is some nice stuff because it's a little bit higher clock than Snapdragon 800, but it doesn't seem to be the brand new Snapdragon 805 that we've been seeing a lot of rumors about. But this one is clocked at 2.5 GHz and higher clock than 2.3 GHz on Snapdragon 800. Also, the GPU seems to be the Adreno 330, same as in the Galaxy Note 3. And then Apple has a dual core 1.3 GHz setup with the PowerVR G6430 quad-core graphics setup. And the graphics is amazing on that little device. Everything is like optimized and smooth and awesome. And then of course you have respective different features in the OS. And then you have 2800 milliamp battery versus 1600 milliamp battery here on the iPhone 5s. So a big difference there in the battery range. Definitely they want like 1000 at least more milliamps. That's a big difference. But then again, it has a bigger display, it draws a little bit more power. But I think the cool thing is this waterproof thing, and that I really would like to see Apple do something also like that maybe in the future. It would be cool if they fixed it so you don't have to have a flap that you close, open, and all that, because it seems like the S5 is going to feature that. But it would be cool if you can do it in a way where you don't have to have that. That would be pretty epic. And also if you can use the display underwater, but I don't think you can that on the S5. So yeah, but a quick little look here is a big difference. I have the 5S, but I don't have the S5, so a full comparison, hands-on, we have to do that probably in the future. Peace out.